folks. I'm sorry about that. I got jebaited hard by the by the server message and the admin. I don't know how you can cancel and then uncancel a match, but you know what? You learn something new every day. We're getting straight into the knife round. Here we go. This time we're not going to miss the knife round like last time. Got too distracted by my own intro. Jumping on board. Akimbo. Looks like Highs already took a little bit of team damage, unfortunately. Even pretty even though. Laxy, MVP of the knife round. And interestingly enough, they're gonna elect to start on the T side. You know what? I don't hate it. I think you're feeling pretty confident, like I said, off the back of that win from yesterday. If you're Akimbo, feeling very comfortable. T side looked like really, really good yesterday from them. Time to start off strong. Bring the heat, couple nades in Obi's back pocket. Armor for the rest. Looks like the play is going to be over towards A. He's going to have N2O slowly make his way out mid with his P250. Lone P250. Smoke going to be deployed. Let's see where this flash goes. We're actually just going to face check it. Highs is so clean. Snaps to the second. Flash not even really needed for the entry. Bomb plant's gonna go down. They're actually gonna go running through the smoke. Instantly traded though by Obi. And yeah, that's a tough spot to be with a USP. I honestly hate retaking sites with the USP, especially in a position like that where you're close quarters. I mean, the Glock has twice as many bullets in the mag. Up close, it's just so much deadlier than a USP. So yeah, really simple stuff out from Akimbo, but it's a very solid first round. They're gonna have 3 AKs, 2 MAC-10s on the second round, and it's gonna be the full save from WFC. Stack over towards A. An interesting 2 players gonna push through. Oh, Isa does get dinked here, and he's got to be careful. Yeah, he's gonna take damage going for that nade. So 1 player does fall. Just the MAC-10 though. Oh, but N2O gets caught off guard from that angle as well. It's starting to get a little sketchy, and another dink goes down. Laxy gonna swing, does get 2, but Obi now in real danger of going down. 39 HP, needs to hit the crisp shots, does not have backup. Hug is far away, and Miko, how are they? What is going on right now? No armor, full USPs. Still winnable for Hug, 1v2. Both these players have recovered rifles, though, and walking through that smoke would be a very bad idea. He's got plenty of time here. Probably just going to wait for the smoke to fade. He does still have the armor advantage. Neither of these players on WFC with armor. Oh, but the re-smoke is going to cause some problems. He still has time to wait this out. He knows both these players are here. A is a very short jog to the site, and it looks like he is going to commit to waiting. He is just waiting in the smoke, though. Doesn't look like he's going to find a timing. And I believe our server just froze. That is a very unfortunate time for that to happen. Give me 1 second, folks, and we will be right back in. Apologies for that. Fortunately, it is completely out of my control. The Face-It Spectator loves to do things like that, and unfortunately I hate to send us back into game now that we've reconnected, but you are going to see the results of that round. You know what? The game was sparing us. That was its way of sparing us from seeing that full USP eco round somehow go in favor of WFC, and now they're going to be in a really comfortable spot. 5 rifles. Judging by the fact they only have 1 AK, I can imagine it was 1 kill from Hug and then got immediately traded. Which is about how you would expect it to go. But yeah, that's rough. You would have liked to get off to another early lead, similar to their previous match. On T side is very much a momentum map. If you can get a couple rounds rolling in a row. Opportunity here now. Akimbo creeping through cave. Nice shot from N2O. Gonna get some rotations in through spawn. N2O does get spammed here, though. Now just Obi, Desert Eagle, and a Dream. Not going to be able to find anything else there. And bomb does not go down from Akimbo, so their money is still going to be a little worse for wear. Couple of Desert Eagles purchased up already. It's going to have to be another save regardless. Looks like they do want to keep enough to try and invest in the next round. But yeah, you can see how losing an eco, especially with the MR12 now, it's brutal. Cause that one, oh my goodness, N2O. Oh, I thought that second shot was gonna be good. Laxi tries to back him up there. No luck. Obi's gonna go looking, finds a nice shot onto Zeus. He's going to immediately fall back. Looking for the spam. Can actually get some pretty good damage through that wall with the Desert Eagle. But with JMO killing Obi now and Hug dropping, most likely going to be another round for WFC. Couple of decent kills here. Actually, oh, he's going to spot the barrel. Oh, it should have been a free one from Hyza. Fortunately, does not land the headshot, and that's when it gets a little sketchy. Akimbo back on the full buy now, though. They are going to be pretty light on utility. 5 AKs, but very, very limited utility. 2 flashes, 2 smokes, and an HE grenade is all they have. So they're going to have to pull some magic out here. Or some pace. Sometimes the best way to overcome the utility deficit is just send it. But they're going to just default. Make sure they have this control. And very passive mid setup so far from WFC. You see Laxi just walking up. And the jiggles from Staz is clean. Spray control even better. N2O now. Going down, and Laxi gonna follow. Now just Hug all of a sudden finds himself in a 1v4 again. Finds the first. Should be able to get the second here. He's low HP. Hug 100 HP on for the 1v4 clutch. Incendiary gonna slow down the plant, though. He might find a nice timing here, though. They are holding with the op, and they're gonna see the shadow. That's the toughest part about peeking spawn there. You can see the shadow before you even see the peek. So Akimbo, although they do find some kills, not really able to get anything going there. The double kill into cave was sort of what shut down that entire their entire plan, I feel like. Huge pressure point on the map. Relief for WFC, and Laxi getting in front of the incendiary. Immediately going to be peeking into cave. Not sure if they actually heard the tag. They're playing again. 2 towards B. Actually, still a very passive mid setup. Laxi looking for it. And he's just going to hold the angle and win the fight. Staz maybe getting a little cocky after that previous round. Not going to land the shots this time. And you can't count Akimbo out of these rounds. These Desert Eagle, Tech 9, light buys. I mean, we've already seen the team do it with only USPs. Heiza chimes in for one. Oh, he is going to get spot on that jump. JMO. Clinical stuff. 4 for him from this donut position. Laxi with the recovered M4. Oh, but he's going to walk right into the op. No way of knowing that Sath was there. Nice try out from him, though. And you definitely get the feeling, you know, this WFC team, a much different caliber from the team that they played, that Akimbo played last night. You know, in standings wise, they might have looked similar, but you know, in the previous season. But see the difference between 13-win team and a 9-win team, or a 12-win team and a 9-win team. Very, very different. Akimbo, another opportunity though in this round with the rifles. Hug gonna open up. Stabs has slipped his way in to Cubby. Obi gonna go lurking through the smoke. Zeus is ready for it though. N2O with the trade. Does sustain quite a bit of damage, and they have to be worried about Zeus on this flank. Should be able to get the bomb plant down on the B site. Those Molotovs gonna assist that. Bit of a strange incendiary. They just don't want them to peek into spawn. Flash gonna be dodged. Good swing by Heiza. Sath maybe even thinking about a save at this point. Oh, but it's a little awkward from Heiza. Gets shut down on slant. Now Zeus 1v2. He's gonna swing out, but Hug just holding the angle. No opportunity there. It was a good setup from them. Hug taking the contact. Ready to swing. So that's the second round on the board for Akimbo. And you know what? The economy already looking a little grim here for WFC. They've had to rebuy quite a bit in these rounds. Yeah, and they're going to call a timeout because the money is all over the place. Got to talk about what they want to do in this round. You got to remember the loss bonus is going to be at nothing right now for WFC. So if you want to be able to full invest in the next round, you have to make sure that you're keeping your money relatively high in this round. You want it, you know, between 25 and 3K. They are going to invest quite a bit into it, though. Yeah, we can see some second guessing happening. Zeus selling his armor, selling his util. Just going to MP9 it. Nothing else. And I'll be honest with you guys, the money is still going to be very tight for them next round. Like I said, no loss bonus. 2K is not going to be, they're not, unless they're able to somehow get some kills or make something happen in this round. It's going to be a full B execute out from Akimbo. 2 players close with the MP9. Counter flash, going to do some good work. But Akimbo not phased by it. They're going to charge up. Hug gets a second. Laxi does get killed on the flank, and actually Stas with the AK. Good to find one more. So now an opportunity here. JMO in the 1v2. Does have just an MP9, but Obi is very low. Or my apologies, it's not Obi, is it? Heiza very low. And if he can isolate his fights here, he might actually have an opportunity. He doesn't have the time, though. No kit means he's going to have to start making footsteps. Goes for a bit of a spam. Flash. Wow, the confidence from N2O there to just peek. The time was running low, but if he finds that shot onto N2O and then Heiza low HP, last man standing. Does get a little dicey, but you know, this Akimbo team has always played with confidence. You know, they were absolutely dripping confidence last night when they were playing against WFC, or my apologies, when they were playing against Ja. You know, they're not afraid to take fights like that, take duels like that. And when you got the skill to back it up, you know, I'm all for it. Because it does play, a factor in the mental game of the other team when they see you just swinging stuff like you don't have a care in the world. But I'm going to get dropped outside of B main. 3 players here, and ESEA just managed to sneak his way up and get 1. 3 kills rapidly go the way of Akimbo. And this B side is open for the taking. They're going to quickly make their way up, get this bomb down. Probably just going to be a save call from these remaining 2 WFC players. And just like that, Akimbo made their way right back into this game. They're going to be 4 rounds now on their T side. So despite that very unfortunate loss to the USPs in that second round, not fazed by it at all. Oh, Hug, the molly was perfect. Obi does go down to the bomb, but Zeus is locked in A main, nowhere to go. Laxi gonna kill him. And now the money's a real disaster here for WFC. They're gonna, again, have to be on pretty much a full save. But yeah, the resilience from Akimbo has been, something that's been really important in their game. Something that's allowed them to make such deep runs regular season in the playoffs. ESEA just walking up B ramp again. He is going to be faced by quite a few players here. Going to get traded. Molotov's going to push Stas off his angle that he was trying to hold. Just one by one. These players are getting flushed out. They know at least one is over towards slant. Are they expecting 2? Oh, Sath. Gonna get cleared. Does find a bit of damage onto Hug, but don't think there's really any opportunity here. Actually, JMO does find one more before finally getting traded by Obi. So they do find take 2 guns away there. It's just not quite as punishing on the T side. You have the bomb plant money on the T side. You get a little bonus cash on everyone on your team for the bomb going down. Weaponry is cheaper. Utility is cheaper. It's just not... The CTs losing weapons at the end there. If you can take guns away on an eco round as a T, just a lot more impactful. Akimbo having no issues at all rebuying. Still plenty of money behind. And we're all tied up now, 5-5. Molotov whiffs a little bit there. And by a little bit, I mean it whiffed a lot of bit because it didn't pop at all. But the nice thing about Molotovs is that at least you know when they are unsuccessful, because the noise it makes when it pops versus the noise it makes when it actually lands is different. So Kimbo's going to be aware that that Molotov did not land, and looks like the call is to make their way over to A. Nade to blow away the smoke. And Laxi had a really big flank, but somehow Zeus expecting it. I'm not even sure how Laxi managed to find the gap there. Must have heard the rotation, and then Zeus gets just a blind spam through the smoke. It looks like they still want to go through. ESEA goes in front, no flash. I think they're expecting a flash. JMO gets the trade. N2O made his way out on the site. Op fight is not going to go the way of N2O. Sath. Okay, the cameraman is struggling. Hug now, 1v4. And we've seen him pull off some pretty crazy clutches before, but not going to be in the cards for this round. So 6-5. WFC does regain control of the lead here on Ancient. But Akimbo's still a respectable buy to try and tie it up at half. Laxi is going to be on the MAC-10, but full utility. And sometimes it's nice to have the entry on the MAC-10. You're a little bit more mobile. You know, and you sort of are you're willing to make the plays that are harder to make with an AK, with a MAC-10. You just run and gun. Laxey's actually found a great timing. And he's going to catch Staz with a nade in his hand. That's a free one for him. Going to swap to the MP9. Not expecting this pace. Sath is still just holding ramp, maybe knowing that he's dead. Jambo does get a kill back onto Obi as he tried to make his way over to that B site, but might as well go for it at this point. Last round. Flash is gonna miss, but N2O gets caught holding a wide angle, and Zeus 2 kills back. All of a sudden 2v2, and they do have a kit. Laxey, nice shot with the op. Gotta deploy the smoke towards spawn, and they're just gonna double up here. JMO, time is ticking, and this would be quite an incredible clutch. Not gonna happen. Laxey 3K on the rounds. Super solid stuff out from him. And there you go. You can see the scoreboard. I'll keep it up a little bit longer for you guys so you can take a better look at it. But very even game so far. And in general, this is going to favor Akimbo most of the time. If you were here for the previous cast, you remember me talking about Ancient. Still a fairly CT-sided map, obviously. A little bit more balanced now since the nerfs to incendiaries. Especially some other things that were reworked, but going 6-6 on your T side, very welcome sight for Akimbo. They're now going to be on the CT, and 4-player stack over towards this B side. They do love this stack. Smoke's going to come in towards short. Full utility set thrown out. This is going to push a couple players back. Heiza tucked in. Not going to be able to find anything before going down. Laxey wants to fight it, though. N2O does good to find the trade onto the player holding the flank. Zeus just trying to stick the bomb plant at this point. Laxey, no fear, 2 HP, running in. And what a... Wow. That was a decisive retake there from Akimbo. WFC barely able to get the bomb plant down. Laxey almost just completely shutting down that round single-handedly. And the good news is, too, for Akimbo fans, is that it's a lot harder to win a full save second round with 5 Glocks than it is with 5 USPs. Although we're not going to see 5 Glocks. Going to be the force out here from WFC. 3 MAC-10s, 1 Galil, 1 Desert Eagle. Hug under pressure. Finds one, but it's going to run out of ammo and go down. Staz going to swap out for the M4. He does also have the bomb. So it's a little awkward. That donut smoke going to give him the cover he needs, and a re-smoke going to go in towards donut. Could cause some problems here. Little reposition, but Staz gets spotted. Still able to get the kill. Zeus and him in tandem. Oh, and the spam is so good. And I think that rush, catching Akimbo off guard a little bit, just a singular donut smoke, not ripping a whole bunch of utility. So by the time the rotations came in, it was just too late. Hug already going down. Site had already been secured. And good crossfires, like good post plants already established there from WFC by the time Akimbo had rotated. It's also just tough, man, in that spot. Like, even though they spot Staz getting boosted up there, the MP9, you really have to land a headshot because the body shots from that range, you're going to be tickling them. Eyes are going to tuck himself in. N2O finds a nice shot onto Staz. He's going to try and fall back here. Is going to go down, but maybe Heiza can slide him in behind pillar. Not going to happen, and the remaining 3 players quickly falling behind him. So, you know, more shades of how that first half looked. Akimbo takes the pistol, but then followed up by 2 decisive round victories from WFC, and this time it's even more difficult for Akimbo. Much more difficult pill to swallow because, like we were talking about, that money on the CT side, man, it's just so much more damning when you lose an eco round like that, or not even necessarily an eco round. I mean, it wasn't an eco, it was a force buy from WFC, but you can see how hard it is now for Akimbo. Gonna go down probably a couple rounds. Have to fight their way back through. I like this stack towards cave. They are gonna go looking. Styles has tucked himself in. He might go down if they all swing him together. And he's only gets one. But again, this bomb has made its way over towards the A site. It's gonna go down for free. Probably gonna just try and save this rifle into the next round, I'd imagine. Maybe play for some exits here if you're Akimbo. Not a whole lot of opportunity to do anything else. You know, maybe there was a kit in play. Try and go for a ninja. But not gonna happen. Obi has managed to hold on to that AK for now. Looks like he should be pretty safe in that position. So Akimbo back on the bye now. This is an important one. If you lose this one, you're facing maybe 11, which is not a prospect that you really want to be thinking about right now. And I really think the shift needs to be made here from Akimbo. Obviously, typically A is a retake site. Usually just play one, maybe two players over here if you have one in Donut, but the reads have been good from WFC so far on this T side, and that lurk up ramp. They can even wait before going here, but they are just going to explode out. Actually, that smoke with a gap in it allows Hug to find one. N2O kills the lurker on the B site. Smoke going to go down onto Donut. Laxi going to look for the spam. Actually, maybe he can see over that smoke. I'm not sure, or if it was just beautiful spam. But now a 4v2 retake, much more doable. Laxi just walking up. Catches the first, not able to get the second. Good trade from Obi to shut JMO down. And, you know, it's a good thing he had the A1S there. I believe I heard his final couple of bullets at the end of the mag right before he went down. If you have the AK, deadly spot to find yourself in. But Akimbo, they're fighting back. Make it just a one-round game here. Back on the full buy. I mean, technically they were on a full buy last round, but they were lacking a little bit of utility now. Full utility on everyone. Except for N2O. So of course, he does have the op in hand. The chrome cannon. And I like that little POV shot over the shoulder. Laxi getting aggressive. He was able to do so much work from this position previously, but this time not going to find anything. Zeus just been on point tonight. Almost goes down to a spam. Eyes are looking for it a little bit as well. They're playing very passive over towards his B site. Oh, the reload going to catch Obi off guard. And Hug tries to get a, desperately tries to get a trade in. Gonna get spun on by Stas. Now these remaining two players are towards the B site. And at this point, you've got to pray that they walk into you. And they've got a whole minute on the clock. You can see WFC investigating over towards that A site. Nice dings. Oh, the knife pull out from Isa. N2O does get one. But Miko's all the way through A already. They know where he is. Rotation's already coming in towards A. Does N2O expect this? He's looking for it, but Miko quicker on the trigger. Double digits now for WFC. Akimbo on the ropes. Money has been reset again. Oh, and it's such a tough spot for Akimbo, man. You can't, I think it's going to be a force call from them. You can't really save in this round. Oh, actually, you know what? Their loss bonus, my apologies. Loss bonus has not been completely reset. So they will be able to buy into next round. I'm not sure about that MP9 from Highs. That's a little interesting. LCA has no fear, man. He's peeking at every angle, every opportunity he gets. Look at him. He knows JMO is just holding this angle, but he does not care. He's going to find the kill, too. Maybe even recover a rifle. The smoke and Incendiary doing good work. Stav's going to get dinked at close range with the MP9. Does not go down. Hug trying to follow up. Desperately gets something. They line up for him. He gets 2. Miko again, though, all the way through A. And this is where Akimbo has to make something happen. Sath is going to make it across with the bomb safely. Do have the man advantage here, but N2O very low. And just the deagle. Now, Sath does have to be worried about a rotation through mid. But it looks like Akimbo allowing this plant to go down, waiting for the opportunity for a retake. Smoke is going to get dropped. Sath going to go for the plant. Might be a plant towards spawn. It would be incredible if N2O was somehow able to find that kill. He is going to go down, and now the gig is up. This bomb is going down towards A. Hug looking for a little bit of a spam. No armor on him. Not that it really matters against the op. Laxi, good shots on the first. 1v1 now. Oh, and Sath goes for the style points. Is not going to be able to find the shot. Laxi gets the kill, gets the clutch. 3K on the round, 1v2. And it doesn't get much better than that. That's an absolute crucial clutch there from Laxi to keep Akimbo's Ancient alive. Because I think they were going to be on a bye regardless this round, but it was going to be looking pretty rough around the edges if they weren't able to pick up that round. So off the back of some deagles and 5.7s, Akimbo scrape one together. Now just one round down. And they're feeling a lot more comfortable in this round with 4 M4s and an op. Maybe a bit faster pace. Zeus takes a lot of damage from that incendiary, but still somehow wins the fight onto Laxi. And they're going to explode out into mid. Pinch onto Obi. Full blind. He goes down. Nothing he can do. N2O over on this A site with the op. He's going to try and rotate across. Red Room smoked off, though. Oh, Hug. Great timing, though, from Cat. And yeah, only opportunity here from WFC is forward onto the A site. Smoke does go down into spawn. Staz, the point man. Just going to hold for his teammates to get the plant down. Nice timing there from JMO. N2O gets one back, finds a second with the op. And bomb is lost now. They know this final player, JMO, is in Donut. And it's a nice setup here as well. N2O to take contact with the op. 3 for him. First Laxi, now N2O. And I mean, it was just destined to be, man. They've got the Killua and Cone profile pictures. Like, if you don't think these guys are dropping back-to-back 3Ks to clutch up for the boys, for this Akimbo squad, then you don't know. You don't know. You don't know the lore. WFC on the ropes now. They're calling a timeout. They're shivering. They are going to end up going for the force here. Mac 10. Tech 9. Pair of AKs. And I think if you're Akimbo, you know the money's not great here. Can they fade? It's going to be a fast B play. Those 2 early smokes should signal that to Akimbo. Incendiary is going to come out. Actually misses the cave incendiary. Nade does crazy good damage, though. And that incendiary to stop the rush up ramp should do enough. Got to be careful with that jump spot. They're going to go through anyways. Molotov going to push the player off a pillar. And Obi does go down. Tech 9, not optimal to be fighting there. And the flank is good from Laxi. JMO, 12 HP, does get the bomb down. But you have to imagine, not gonna be long for this world. Actually, somehow, as I say that, 2 kills go the way of WFC. Now Hug, 1v2 clutch. It's gonna have to be another clutch for Akimbo in this round, and they're just dancing around spawn. Hug knows he's got to try and draw the fight out, and it's not gonna happen. JMO, I think he took his boots off and put on some ice skates in that round, because that dude was sliding around corners. It's like ever since CS2 came out, man, I'm second guessing myself sometimes. I'm like, are we playing Counter-Strike? Are we playing Valorant? Are we playing Call of Duty? Like, it's insane. You know, the MAC-10, I'm like, all right, you know, that's kind of what you do with the MAC-10. But then I see it with the M4, 2 kills like that is crazy, kind of bonkers. But you know what, Akimbo, they did it once before. This time just 1 deagle though, 257s. And 2-0. He is the sniper for this team. Now he's just got the pocket sniper. Got to be a little bit more accurate with it too. Changing from above the waist to above the shoulders and Zeus. Oh my gosh, man. Remind me at the end of this round. So we got to take a look at the scoreboard, because we've had a couple of crazy rounds on both sides. I want to sort of check in where we're at. Possibly going into match point. Unless Akimbo can pull off some heroics here. Obi gonna go down without one. High's a good trade, honestly, considering he was facing down 4 players from WFC, but now 2 players, just N2O and Laxi, and we were talking about this dynamic duo. They do have a Desert Eagle on N2O, but it would have to be nothing short of the best clutch we've seen all season. No kit, no armor, no time for the Akimbo boys. N2O going to go down first, followed by Laxi shortly after. And we're looking at match point now. WFC just 1 round away from closing it out. Akimbo needs 2 back-to-back to push us to OT. But it's not out of the realms of possibility. Oh, looks like fast out towards A. Hug gonna just go straight in. The flash was good from JMO. Hug not have the greatest vision there. Oh, and the smoke gets blown away. Laxi finds 2 through the smoke. And Akimbo just running through. They do not care. Obi gets 1 more before going down finally to Miko. 2v1. Oh, and Miko misses the op shot. Surely he goes down here. No way. 1 bullet as well. Yeah, okay. That was a little crazy there at the end. But Akimbo was like, you know what? You want to play with pace? We can play with some pace. Don't even wait. Don't wait for nothing. Go charging through that spawn smoke. Blowing away the donut. Laxi finds 2. Again, really crucial 2K from him. And you know what? I said we were going to check the scoreboard. Let's do that real quick. Yeah, Laxi right now at the top of Akimbo. Hug not far behind him. And yeah, Zeus and Staz have been the top reporters. JMO actually as well, keeping up with the 2 of them. Again, fast out towards A. Let's put that scoreboard down. N2O, nice shot. And I think you're happy with that if you're Akimbo. You can confidently wait for the backup now. Numbers advantage on the retake. Sprays a little sketchy there from Hug, but he gets it done in the end. Now JMO and Saf. They get 2. And they get the final 2 as well. Akimbo just throwing themselves at the site. And just like that, blink and you miss it. That round, it's going to seal the deal for WFC. They are going to take the victory over Akimbo 13-11. And, you know, it's a bit unfortunate. A bit unfortunate there for Akimbo. But we knew it was going to be a tough game. WFC, you know, obviously, very strong team. Just, based on what I know from their previous season. So, it was a good showing from both teams. And you know what? Akimbo, they've got a chance to redeem themselves because they've got another game starting literally right now. They probably were in the veto as that game was ending. So, I am actually going to not just send it to a short break. I am going to end the stream briefly, and then we will be right back with the second game. So, you know, please hang around. I promise you the stream is not over. You're going to see it. We're going to go offline for a couple seconds here, and then we will be back with the next match. So hang tight, and we'll be right back.